I've used the AC Infinity self-watering bucket bases before in a very hands-off way, but this time I'm actually paying attention to pH, water quality, and how the auto watering system behaves over time, especially in a soil grow. Because I'm actually measuring the reservoir this time, that pH drift is super noticeable, and it's what made me want to slow down and understand what's happening instead of immediately assuming something is wrong. Ocean Forest is a heavily amended nutrient-rich soil. It contains compost, organic matter, calcium-based inputs that naturally do buffer pH upward. When you pair that with a passive AC Infinity, a watering base, where water is just sitting and not circulating, some level of pH drift is expected from what I've read on ChatGPT, even if you start at the correct number. So you will see during this video, I'm painstakingly correcting to 6.0, and every single time it's coming back at 7.0 to 7.1. Spoiler alert, it's going to be the story of this whole video. One of the questions I keep catching myself asking while I'm using these grow bases is, am I actually treating this like soil, or am I still thinking about it like hydro? Because even though I'm using the self-watering bases, this still isn't hydro at all. The plant is not drinking straight from the reservoir. Everything's still happening in the soil and the root zone. So when I see the pH in the AC Infinity watering base creeping up, the real question I'm asking myself is, does that actually matter in a soil grow, or am I just reacting because I'm used to cocoa? And that kind of leads into another question I keep coming back to, which is, how much of this is just muscle memory from growing in cocoa for almost 3 years? I mean, with cocoa, the instinct is always to fix, to adjust it, to feed, and if everything looks good, then great. Otherwise, if something is even slightly off, you just jump in. And with ocean forest soil, I'm realizing the better question might be, what happens if I don't intervene right away? Because the soil already has nutrients, it already buffers pH, and it doesn't really want to be pushed the same way. Instant gratification is basically out the window when it comes to growing cannabis, except when you finally get your pH right and your auto watering pots are clean. Your leaves will be praying within like 4 hours, because mine just did today. Take a look. Look at how happy this plant finally is. I was sweating a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. The only thing that kept me sane is knowing that this is a photo period and that I can just leave her in the 18 6-hour light schedule while she heals. But if things keep progressing like this, I'll be flipping to 12/12 soon. My birthday's in March, so I would love to be able to harvest in March. After taking a look at the website where I bought my big bud seeds, I got these from Pacific Seed Bank, and it came with 5 seeds for $67.48. I know this because I just pulled up the website to confirm that from flipping to flower to the date of harvest, they expect somewhere between 55 to 65 days to elapse, so that definitely does put us really close to my birthday. Oh my god, I really hope the universe allows the stars to align so I can harvest on my birthday. In addition to the big bud seeds, Pacific Seed Bank tossed in a freebie. They gave me strawberry haze, and let's see, the brand is DNA Crew. There were 3 seeds in the freebie. It's a sativa dominant hybrid. I love sativas. I know I am always talking about how much I love growing big bud, but there's some key differences. I love to grow indica, but I love to consume the sativas because it gives me that little oomph I need to knock out all the laundry, clean the kitchen. Oh god, I'm gonna stop myself there before I bore the crap out of you. Here you see me painstakingly trying to correct my pH again. I added in bunches and bunches of nutrients, put it right in the bottom to try feeding the plants, and then I watched it like a hawk, because when you put nutrients into a watering base, things can go bad real quick. I wish I still knew where the footage was of what my watering bases look like back when I used them for the first time, and I thought I could cutely mix in all my newts and then leave them for like a week with a full plumb full gallon or two of water in the base. Yeah, it was so nasty. Oh my god, never again. Anyways, this is what the bottom of the plants look like. You can see all their little roots popping out. I'm getting back on track. So I am landing at a place of peace. I'm no longer going to be stressing about the pH and the watering bases drifting to 7, especially when it's paired with top watering. The way I'm thinking about this is moving forward, the base keeps things stable and the top watering is what lets me guide things. So that balance I think will be important now that I'm flipping to flower. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Once that happens, I want the soil dialed, the roots happy, the moisture consistent without overfeeding or overcorrecting. So the plan from here is pretty simple. I'll keep the AC Infinity watering bases filled with reasonably pHed water. I'll let them do their job and lean more intentionally on top watering to keep the root zone where I want it, especially as the plant transitions into flower. I'm not chasing numbers, I'm watching responses. And I'll keep documenting how that plays out.